Well, hello there, and welcome back to SanShabbadoo. Thanks for stopping by. Got a lot of things to do today. We're going to need to expand our networks and build a new area to start developing. And we've got a lot of detailing still to do. Want to build some fences and expand our greenbelt network, and also create our first little commercial walking street promenade. And I'm looking forward to doing all of it. But the first thing is, I'm really loving this spot here. But my idea of having this as a way for Sims to come between streets doesn't really seem to be working. There goes somebody. Now I want to see something here. Are they just going to the park, or are they using this to cut through? Right. See, that's what I figured. I realized that the only time people come up these paths is if they're going to the asset, to the park. They're not going using it as a cut through, which was my initial intention. So I want to try something and see if it works. I have anarchy, so I can just actually connect this path to that path, except for I don't want to use this one, and I don't want it to be, it needs to be on the ground here. Yeah, okay. Let's just see if that works. To just go right over these. And just connect these paths to the road. Okay, a little bit of lag there. This is pretty unconventional, but if it works, it'll be worth it. Now, will they start using these to get back and forth? Okay. I see a lot more traffic already here. Oh, guy running through on the bicycle. Oh, and turning around and going the other way. Oh, okay. So that is exactly what I wanted for them to do, is to use this as a way to get through. Now, I'm not sure about the turning around part, but I guess it's all right. Maybe it makes sense for me to put another path, like a bypass path. I almost said bypass. Let me just make a bypass here, and we'll just see how that works. Well, I got a lot of detailing still to do around here, although I think this part's pretty good. And then there's a lot of things that I want to do, like turning this into a pedestrian road. Just sort of checking on the detailing around here. Looks like some of my shrubs have disappeared. Not sure what's going on with that. No biggie. Still some detailing to do around in here and all through up in here. Oh, I meant to make a playground here. So let's see, let's get the small playground. Put it here next to the school. That's not small. Yeah, okay. Just like that. Maybe move it over a little bit. Yeah, okay. Going to do some stuff around here. Oh, I'm still going to build my trolley line, right? That needs to come all through here, and that's going to connect with the pedestrian road and then connect up to this arterial. And I think I'm going to build the tram depot. I said trolley, I meant tram. The tram depot is going to be here, I believe, right? Kind of hide that recycling plant. And then I'm going to start building a road network up here. I've been doing a little planning and thinking about it. And there's a couple of ways I can keep the network separate. One of them is one that I'm going to explore here, which is connecting the networks with a pedestrian-only road, right? Because service vehicles are automatically allowed on that. I want the transit systems to be able to cross over the networks. I just want to keep, right, the delivery vehicles and the private vehicles on separate networks. That is the main concept of this whole city build, just to see how that is going to affect the traffic, if that's like a good solution for what eventually becomes traffic congestion. Okay, and I see a truck coming onto the highway here. That's not supposed to be happening. I'll look into that. Also, I think that when the map was made, they probably designed the networks to be base game ready. So they put these 2-lane roads here. And then I've got all these people parallel parking on them. So I'm going to switch that into highways and ramps, and maybe do a little bit of node controller. A lot of people using the paths now, so that's good. I think so far, I haven't even checked yet what my traffic is like. What is it? 84%? Are you serious already? It's that low. Well, not sure what's up with that, but hopefully once I start getting some trams and some buses and whatnot going, that will help with that. Also, I've got a bit of industrial demand, and I need to do a little bit of work on my industrial area. Looks okay, but when I turn on, yeah. Now, I was planning on making a pathway through here, but I'm worried that when I make a crosswalk, it's going to really mess up all of my zones. So I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that. Anyway, so I better get to it because that's a lot of different things to do. Okay, I think I had better stop detailing now and building because I've just about met all my demand and I've just about spent all of my money. For a while there, you may have noticed I was operating at a loss, and I think the reason why was because I zoned too big of an area for the pedestrian promenade. But we got our lovely lakeside walk here now. And yes, I did reduce the area of the pedestrian promenade, of the pedestrian zone. So it's just enough to cover the buildings that we have. I had heard from other YouTubers that they are quite expensive. So I think that's probably where I was losing money. I'm back in the red now. I mean, back in the black now, or green in this case. So that's good. And let's just kind of go through. This is our very greened out trolley area, and looks like I'm going to need to scoot these sculpture gardens over, or maybe I should just, let's get the unlock and see if I can. Oh no, I can't. That's not, I can bob it and take out those hedges, but I don't think, or I can move them maybe with the bob. Let's look and see though, because they're kind of getting in the way of those stops there. Can I scoot them over any? Oh yeah, I still have some room. So I just, whoops. I just need to move them over a little bit. So anyway, this is another asset that I created a while back. Whoops, undo. No, it's just a little sculpture garden, and all of the sculptures are just different ones that I found on the workshop. And being an artist and an art teacher, I do really like to have lots of public art in my city builds. Yeah, I think this will probably be good enough. It doesn't look like anyone's standing inside the hedge anymore. So yeah, I'll put that up on my asset list. I'm not sure I've shared that to the workshop yet. And just lots and lots of greenery and filling in the spaces with the forest brush. I did create a forest brush that I thought reflected the flora here that was provided in the map. And, oh, hello, little tiny shop there. I guess I'm going to leave that. And I did put just, I didn't really, I thought the terrain wasn't really working here to have any larger shops, but I thought maybe I could get away with just some little tiny ones. We'll see what that looks like. I probably need to, oh yeah, see, that's the thing. The way the wall is, that's going to dictate the way that terrain goes. Yeah. So yeah, some retaining walls up here, some additional frames. This is eventually going to be where the tram line goes. So I'll probably want to try to build like some stairs or some way for the residents down here to easily get up to the tram stops. So that'll be fun to do. pretty much zoned out of all of my demand, but that's okay because I just need to let it run for a while. So this is going to be the next development. I'm not sure what I was really thinking here. At first, I was thinking this would be another pedestrian walk, but probably just another commercial avenue to serve this residential area and then the tram line. So I'm thinking that these probably don't even really need to be connected. And so I've got the resident area connected from here, and then the commercial area will be connected from here. I'll probably have like a farming industry over here. We've got the railroad over there, but we haven't unlocked trains yet. So not sure what to do with this slightly hilly area. I might have a few little residences up here, but then over here, obviously, is going to probably be an ore industry. And look, we've got some bison. Of course, it's a dilemma. We've got the bison spawning, and we need to have an ore industry. So how do we balance the need for industry and the need to preserve the ecosystem? That's just like real life. So yeah, probably later on there's going to be another highway exit. Oh, I moved the wind farm over here, except for a couple of the advanced turbines, which are over here by the water pump in the industrial area. I did manage to get the walkways and the crosswalks going over here without too much disruption of the zones. I put the big, gigantic statue of industry. It's a little bit overwhelming of an asset there, but we'll see how it goes. I do like this, though. This little credit card statue is relatively small. And then this is another custom one from the workshop. This is from a real sculpture by, oh, now his name is escaping me, but a quite well-known sculptor who does a lot of these big steel kind of intrusions into the space, and very rusty and textured type of sculpture here. And hopefully his name will pop out. I see, I studied him in college, but now I can't remember his name. So yeah, some of these sculptures are based on real artists. Some of them I'm not so sure. I don't know if that's from a real artist or not. It's kind of cool. This one, I'm not really even sure what that is. It's kind of small. It may not stay there. This one, however, I do remember that's Claes Oldenburg with the free stamp. That's a sculpture that is actually in Cleveland, I believe. And then there's this lovely kind of African style family sculpture. Looks like it's based on a real sculpture from real life, but I'm not familiar with it. So yeah, public art. That's the other thing I like to put with all of the green space and stuff. It's just, the real art is the art of living. There's performance art, there's visual art, but really, when you put it all together, it's just living your life in a way that has a certain aesthetic to it. And part of that is having an environment where aesthetics are important. And if there's anything that I really stand for in life as well as in City Skylines, it is that there needs to be a level of aesthetics and imagination and just beauty in our lives and in our environment. That's really what separates humans from animals, in my opinion, is our ability to imagine, our ability to have empathy for one another, which is rooted in our ability to imagine. And of course, that aesthetic level of living where it's more than just fulfilling a function, it's creating a feeling. It's just a part of happiness. And to all of the great City Skylines YouTubers out there, they get it. And they are the inspiration for all of this. I watched them and I said, I want to do that too. And of course, I'm still a noob. I'm still figuring it out, still getting better at it. They're the masters. I'm the student. But I think I'm doing all right. And one of the things I want to do with this city is just really kind of go over the top with the green space and the walkability. You know, I think that has got to be my number one priority. And of course, managing traffic, right? Because part of that aesthetic is having clean air. Clean air is related to less traffic and less noise also from less traffic. So get out of your cars and walk and bike and enjoy the fresh air and the beautiful scenery. You'll feel better. Your life will be more fulfilling. And okay, I've gone on about it enough, I think. Let's go ahead and end the episode here. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you liked the video. We've got an abandoned house here. I guess that'll... Oh, we got a few abandoned houses. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one. We'll keep going with this. I've got to do a lot of stuff down here. This is going to be another green belt. I think this whole interchange here I'm going to turn into a city park of some sort. I said I was going to build some fences. I still have to build the fences around the highway. That's for certain. Yeah, like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. I appreciate it. We will keep making these videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, hold on. Something is up. I turned my notifications on, and I realized that all of these buildings are without power, and most of them are abandoned. And then I turned on the electric, and something is up with the 81 tiles mod. Clearly I have enough electricity, and yet it's not going through all of the roads. So I looked online. I tried a couple of fixes. Nothing seemed to work. But one thing that I think might work is if I move the electricity back over here instead of having it way down here. Or if I just connect it directly to the grid over here. Let's see if that works. Okay, that did it. So it was too far away, I guess. And that's a bit of a setback. But I guess it'll be okay. Oy, all of those abandoned houses. And what's up with all of these hearses? So I guess I'm going to have to let it run for a while and let these people move back in. And then I can then I can shoot my cinematics. Because I don't think I want to shoot the cinematics for this episode with all these abandoned houses. That's not going to be very aesthetically pleasing. So if you're using the 81 Tiles mod and you're using the Power Through the Roads feature, don't make the same mistake I did and put your power plants too far away and connect them through the roads. So, once again, I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.